The universal struggle. Have you ever made a to-do list so long and ambitious it gave you anxiety just by looking at it? You sit there, pen in hand, all fired up like, I'm going to work out every day. I'll write a blog post each week. I'll finally learn how to invest, declutter my room, and maybe, I don't know, how to fix my entire personality. You look at the list. The list looks back at you. You panic. You scroll TikTok for 3 hours to recover. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's not laziness. That's something sneakier and way more common. It's called mental fog, the fuzzy, frustrating state where your intentions are strong, but your next step is a mystery wrapped in confusion, wrapped in guilt. Let's talk about it. Why you're not lazy? You're just vague. You think you're procrastinating because you're not motivated. Wrong. You're procrastinating because your brain is trying to solve a problem that isn't defined. You say, I want to get rich. I want to be healthier. I want to figure my life out. Your brain's like, cool. How rich? When? Through what? What's step one? Is there a snack? And when you can't answer those questions, your brain goes into what scientists call nope mode. So what do? We try harder. We beat ourselves up. We read productivity hacks and highlight self-help books with the intensity of a monk. But really, the problem is you never gave your brain clear instructions. My personal vague life spiral. Let me tell you about my ultra-productive Monday plan. Every Monday, I write a to-do list like I was training for the Olympics. Read 30 pages journal, 3 insights, budget weekly expenses. Meditate, organize 4 folders. Start that side hustle I never named. What did I actually do? Rearrange my desk, spent 45 minutes choosing a podcast. Took a nap from all the decision fatigue. I looked busy. I felt busy. But by the end of the week, I'd done nothing that mattered. The issue? I was living in Goalandia, a magical place full of dreams and zero instructions. Then one day, I made a tiny change. Instead of saying, I want to learn investing, I wrote, this Sunday, invest $100 in an ETF. Then write a 3-sentence reflection and post it online. That's it. Clear, small, and real. My brain, it loved it. Vague goals equals endless stress loop. Let's break down the 5 most common fog traps that keep you spinning in circles, like a confused Roomba. First, vague goal versus clear task. Vague, I want to be rich. Clear, each Friday, I invest $100 into an ETF. My goal, save $5,000 by year end. Your brain can't act on concepts. It needs steps. Second, vague emotion versus labeled feeling. Vague, I'm just in a funk. Clear, I feel anxious because my boss interrupted me 3 times in one meeting. I felt disrespected. Label the emotion equals regain control. Otherwise, your feelings are driving and you're duct taped in the trunk. Third, vague intention versus scheduled action. Vague, I should really start that report. Clear, tonight at 8 p.m., I'll write the first 2 paragraphs. Done by 10. Should is the gateway drug to procrastination. Time plus task equals action. Then, vague relationship talk versus direct communication. Vague, we're weird lately. Clear, I noticed we've been texting less. Is something up between us? Be awkward once, or stay confused forever. Final, vague learning plan versus real progress. Vague, I want to learn finance. Clear, this week, I'll read 3 chapters of The Psychology of Money and write 1 takeaway per night. Real learning has verbs. Wanting isn't one of them. Your brain hates vagueness. Let's nerd out for a sec, brain. There's this thing called cognitive load theory. It says, the fuzzier a task is, the more mental energy your brain burns, just trying to understand what's happening. Your brain wants clarity. When it hears, sort of do this thing sometime, it screams, danger, undefined input, might die, abort mission. So instead, you open Instagram. You vacuum crumbs that weren't bothering you. You alphabetize your cereal. Anything but the unclear task. It's not about willpower. It's about clarity. The psychology of actually starting. Ever heard of self-efficacy? It's your belief in your ability to get things done. If your goal is vague and huge, your brain's like, yeah, that's cute. Good luck with that. But if you give it a small, doable task, something you can win, your confidence builds. Confidence creates momentum, and momentum, that's where the magic is. Now add in self-determination theory, which says humans thrive when we have clear goals, autonomy, a sense of progress. AK, let me pick my thing, do it my way, and feel like I'm getting somewhere. When life feels foggy, all three of those are missing. How to turn vague into clear without crying. Here are 3 super simple strategies to destroy the fog and finally move forward. Strategy number 1. Ask what, when, how much. Anytime you say something vague, slap it with, what exactly am I doing? When will I do it? How much or how long? Example, I want to rest more. I'll be in bed at 10:30 p.m. with my phone on airplane mode. Strategy number 2. Use this sentence. Formula time plus action plus tool equals clarity. Examples. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'll budget using the Notion app. Friday at 6 p.m. I'll meal prep 3 lunches using that new recipe. Sunday at 9 a.m. I'll write for 1 hour in Google Docs. Your brain loves this formula. Use it. Abuse it. Strategy number 3. Write it down where you see it. Your brain isn't a calendar. It's a goldfish with Wi-Fi. Stick your clear goal somewhere visible. Sticky notes, screen lock, bathroom mirror, anywhere your brain can see and go. Oh, right. I said I'd do that. Now it's real. From clarity comes power. I know what you're thinking. Okay, but I don't want to be robotic. What about intuition, creativity, flow? Great. Me too. But you can't flow if you're standing in fog. Clarity doesn't kill creativity. It fuels it. Think of it like GPS. You can still take the scenic route, but first, you got to know where you're going. The wake-up moment. I'll never forget my turning point. I was staring at myself in the mirror, messy hair, sleep-deprived, surrounded by planners I never used, and I just yelled out loud, I have no idea what I'm doing. And that was the moment. Not because I had an epiphany, but because I finally admitted the problem wasn't motivation or discipline. It was that I was living in a permanent fog. Since then, I started writing things like, lights out by 11 p.m., no phone, 3 social media posts per week, scheduled on Sunday, invest $50 on Friday, no analysis paralysis. Life got calmer. My anxiety shrank. My confidence grew. Not because I became a productivity god, but because I finally told my brain exactly what to do. You're not broken. You're just blurry. So if you've been stuck, beating yourself up, wondering why you never get it together, stop. You're not a mess. You just need instructions. You need to give your brain a map, not a vibe. Try this tonight. For real, write down 3 things. 1 thing I will do tomorrow, e.g. email John the draft by 11 a.m. Why this matters to me, e.g. because I want to stop ghosting deadlines and trust myself again. 1 plus how I'll do it. For example, 8 a.m. Laptop open, no notifications. Tape that on your wall. Repeat daily. Watch your brain unclench. If this helped clear your mental fog, smash that like button, like you're finally checking something off your list.